All right, everyone. So this is lesson 10 from module 4, lesson 10 homework. I'm going to do a few of these. I've included the answers. Some of the answers say answers may vary probably, but don't necessarily show you how. So make sure you're checking your work with those, the answers at least. I'm going to set up the first ones, both of them actually for you. It says write the expression. Remember, expression has no equal sign. And then evaluate, meaning they want you to actually answer it. So this first one, think about that plus sign, the addition sign. So 17 plus 4, we're looking for the sum. So it's 17 plus 4. But then the whole thing is 17 plus 4, and they want 1/4 of that. They just want 1/4 of that. So you can divide it by 4, or you could go 17 plus 4, and I'm going to go 1/4 times that. You can put that on either side. So you're gonna get an answer that's not necessarily an even answer. It's not just a whole number, because 17 plus 4 is 21. Then you got to divide that by 4. So when you do that, that's going to be improper. Well, let's just do that one. Actually, I'm not going to do that one. You do that one. The answer's on the next page. I'm going to do the next one, I think. The next one, I'm going to see where I can write, is both of these add up, or are the sum of 4/7 plus 8/3. And it looks like there's two of them. They want to know the two of them. So let's do that. So 4/7 plus 8/3. We're going to get that answer. We're going to multiply it by 2. So let's give it a shot. So I'm looking at my thirds and my sevenths, and they do not ever match up until 21. So I'm actually going to do a little bit of my common denominators. So 4/7 times 3/3. That's 1, remember. Plus 8/3 times 7/7. Then all of that times 2. Okay? So let's figure out what that is. 12 over 21 plus 8 times 7 is 56 over 21. And all of that times 2. Okay? So now let's add up 12 and 56. Well, 56 plus 10 is 66 plus 2 is 68. 68 21st, and we're going to multiply that by 2. Okay, and I'm going to let you go from there, because you can turn that to a, not it's 21st, sorry. You can turn that into 3 wholes and something left over, then multiply that by 2. But check your answer on the back. Okay, check from there and see how you did. So number 2, this is kind of cool. I like these. Let me change the color. Let's go to blue. Let's go to this blue. Circle expressions that give the same product of 6 times 3/8. Okay, so that could also be called 6 times 3/8. Okay, so let's see if there's any others that are like it. So this first one, look at the division sign. 8 divided by, that means 8 is on top. 3 times 6. That is not the same. So I'm going to cross that one out. And this one, well, let's skip over. Let's just do the first 3. And you guys do. I'm going to go to here. Oops. Let's scoop. I don't know what happened there. Oh, there we go. Okay. That was kind of funny. Sorry. I'm going to go to here. You guys are going to do the second half. Remember, it could be 6 times 3/8 or 6 times 3/8. That sounds the same, doesn't it? So let's do this one. 3 divided by, that divided by sign goes like this. That one does not look the same. 6 times 3/8. That one is the same. Okay, so there's one that we know. I am looking at this. I'm going to say there is only one more that is equivalent of those last 3. Okay, so be careful. Take your time on that one. I've been working with a couple of your classmates on these problems right here. I love them, but they are a little confusing. So let's set up the expression, because expressions aren't on the answer sheet, and then you can try and solve them. The answers for the expression or the evaluation of them is in your answer sheet. So this first one, 1/8 the sum of 23 and 17. So let's do that sum, 23 plus 17. Okay, and they want 1/8 of it. 1/8 times. Bam. Subtract 4 from 1/6 of 42. I went over to B. Subtract 4. So first, went to the wrong one. My hand hit this thing. Subtract 4 from, so here's 1/6 of 42. So we get that, and then you subtract 4. Okay, let's do another color. Let's do red. 7 times as much as the sum of 1/3 and 4/5. You try it. Okay, remember what sum, how you show sum, and then you're going to multiply that by 7 because 7 times. So here you go. 7 times 1/3 plus 4/5. Remember common denominators, please. All right, 2/3 of the product. Product means multiply. 2/3 of the product of 3/8 and 16. So 2/3 of, so we're going to multiply that times 3/8 times 16. That does not look like an 8. So you got to find 3/8 of 16 first, then multiply that by 2/3. All right, let's do this one too. 7 copies. Copies is going to be multiplied to. Of the sum is 8/5 and 4. So 7 times 8/5 plus 4. And that needs to be all in parentheses. 15 times as much as 1/5 of 12. Same concept. 15 times 1/5 of 12. Let's see. Both of these, E and F, I don't believe, well, F might turn out nicely. F will turn out nicely. E will have a fraction. Okay, F will turn out to a whole number. All right. Then this one is just doing the math of these. Okay, so they want to see what is true for this. So let's do, they said without calculating. Well, actually we can look at this. 9 plus 12 is 21. And they want to multiply that by 2/3. Okay, well, that's 2/3 times 21. This one's 2/3 times 15. I think 2/3 of 21 is bigger. So that's kind of what we're thinking on these ones. Okay, so make sure you show or explain your work on how you do this. If you feel like you need to do it, go ahead. Check this out. Let's see. This looks the same on this one, right? And then, which is bigger? 3/5 or 3/8? I think, oh, look, they're both labeled A. That's kind of funny. I think 3/5 is bigger than 3/8 because that's over half. So I'm going here. And that's, I'm not going to do the other ones for you. And then I'd like you to try this, this word problem here. Do your best on it. Come back in and ask some questions. I mean, well, I got a second. I can try. I'll try one of them. Okay, for A through C, write an expression that records the calculation described, then solve to find the missing data. So is it Fantine bought flour for a bakery each month and recorded the amount in the table. She bought 3/4 of January's total in August. So here's August. We don't know it, but it's 3/4 of January. 3/4 of January. January was 3. So 3/4 of 3. Well, let's think about that. This is 5A. 3/4 of 3. All right, so let's go 3 times 3 is 9, right? Oh, we'll do this first. So that becomes 9/4. Okay, that becomes 9/4. So then you just change that to a mixed number. 9 divided by 4. 4 goes in there twice. And there's 1 left over. So 2 and 1/4. All right. I'm going to let you kind of mess with this a little bit. I think these are really good questions. I put the answers down here. Okay, some of the expressions will vary, but I think I gave you a lot of expressions on that one. And just bring it in and ask some questions if you have them. Okay? Take your time. Trust yourself. Take a chance, but check your answers, because if you get something wrong, then you can go back and look at it. And if it doesn't make sense and you can't find what mistakes you made, then you come see me. Okay? All right, good luck, everybody. Thank you.